Patrick? Hi, everybody. Hey, Patrick. He's got his headphones on. Do you have a teenager that has headphones on all day long? Oh, well, he might be on camera because he can't hear me to know that I'm on camera. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Carlene. Good to see you. Hi from Texas. Hey, Chris. How are you guys? Look, there's Hobie up there sleeping next to my dirty laundry. Actually, that's clean laundry. I just haven't folded it. I bet you can relate, right? There's just stuff everywhere. Like, life everywhere. Everywhere there's life. It's springtime. Life everywhere. Hello, everybody. How are ya? Hey, Brian. Hey, Connie. Oh, Seattle, Tucson. Nice. Maryland. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello. Good to see you guys. So life here at the Gormley household is crazy busy, as you guys might guess. Hey, Sherry Perry from Ohio. Hello. And Ruthie. Hi. We are getting ready for big extravaganza, huge May for our family. Hey, Saginaw, Michigan, because as you know, little girl is turning 18. I'm graduating from high school. And going to South Korea for a month. Here's her graduation announcement. So, yeah, I'm addressing envelopes today. So it's getting real. I think she's got like 13 days of school left. Crazy. So Hobie's not the only one who's tired. I can virtually pet him for you. So where we last left off on the last video, we were talking about doing a retreat. And I've been doing research. I've been doing all sorts of research, and I wanted to bring you guys in. Thanks, Carlene. I'll pass along your congratulations to her. So I've been doing research about a possible retreat here in Ohio. I'm thinking here in Cincinnati. And I've been looking at hotels and venues and who has meeting rooms. And so I'm looking for a facility that has both meeting room, at least one meeting room. It would be great if it had like couches and stuff too. But also when you guys learn, you probably would prefer to sit at a table. And then enough rooms. And so we have to figure out like how many people we're talking about. Are we talking about like 10 guests? Are we talking about 30 guests? So I need to figure that out. Hey, hello, LaDonna. Good to see you. So I'm looking at the crochet retreat idea. And so looking at venues, there's like two different hotel options. Like one is closer to my home and close to lots of different eating places, about equidistant from the airport. And then there is the one downtown where it has a bar and a restaurant attached to it, and maybe a little less casual dining, but it has a bar and a restaurant with it. So that's convenient. But then, and I think they have a meeting space. And the one closer to me does have a meeting space. And then there's another hotel that's cheaper, but it doesn't have a meeting space. So I'm like trying to figure out like what we want to do. And Bridget T, hi, if Bridget comes in, hello, or watches this later. Hi, Bridget. Bridget has been helping me like suss out some different places. And so she's done some research on like house rental type things where we can rent for events. And so like we're trying to figure out how many people would accommodate and how many rooms we would need, and if people would need like individual rooms or if people are willing to share or whatever. So where are we headed? Oh, yes. Hi, Terry. I'm thinking about having people come here to Cincinnati, Ohio, because I was working on the crochet trip to France that was supposed to happen last week. And it didn't happen because we just didn't get enough people together. And I know it was very cost prohibitive and stuff. So I'm thinking, how can we get something more affordable and get more people interested or get more people here and ready? And so I was thinking, I didn't know how many people were within driving distance of Cincinnati or would be willing to fly into Cincinnati. It's not a major hub, but we've got a pretty good airport. And our house is maybe 20 to 30 minutes from the airport. It's not bad. You know, the airport, it flies into northern Kentucky. The Cincinnati International Airport is in northern Kentucky, in case you didn't know. And so we live on the river on the Ohio side. So it's pretty darn close, and I think it'll be convenient. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So did I put some poll? I think I maybe put some poll questions up on the last live video. And of course, people can comment on this video either now in chat or after this video airs, like if you're watching it after it's gone live and I'm done, you can put comments below and I would be glad to read them and see what we can figure out. Yeah, please hit a like if you're here. I appreciate it. And the super chat is open. If you feel like doing a virtual cup of coffee, you can click super chat and the little $sign at the bottom of the video. So yeah, so a retreat. So Bridget and I are brainstorming venues and meeting spaces, and I'm thinking, Chris, it would be October, late October. Everybody check your calendar. I'm thinking October 25th, 26th, and 27th. That weekend appears to be the best weekend so far. So it works for my family. It does not appear to conflict with Crochet Guild of America or any Stitches event or Vogue Live, Vogue Knitting Live. Like, it doesn't seem to conflict with anything. Unfortunately, it's not like Veterans Day weekend where many people would have Monday off, but Veterans Day weekend in November does not work for me because I have a half marathon on that Sunday. And also I coordinated with my kids' school schedules. So Mara will be away at college for her first semester when this happens. And I wanted to make sure not to miss like Parents Weekend and things like that. So it looks like the weekend of October 25th, 26th, 27th appears to be most convenient. Also, I called the local yarn store, Silk Road Textiles, and she said that weekend works mostly for her. Like, it's doable for us to go and see them at my favorite yarn store here in town, Silk Road Textiles. They've been very good to me. I used to teach there in evenings, and they've held some book signings for me. So when I called Terry at Silk Road Textiles and mentioned this to her, she said, sure, let's do it. So she's been very supportive. And so we had originally talked on the last live stream about having people come in like Friday afternoon or Friday evening, whenever it's convenient for people to roll in, and doing a sit and stitch kind of thing Friday night, very casual, so that people can kind of come whenever they need to arrive. But she actually suggested that maybe Friday night we do the yarn store trip. That way, if you don't want to travel with as much stuff, you can, or if you forget certain supplies, that we can go to the yarn store first and kind of pick them up and be ready to then hit the ground running with a couple classes on Saturday. And my intention is to teach a class like Saturday morning and then take a break for lunch and have a nice catered lunch or something convenient, and then have another class on Saturday afternoon, and then maybe have a dinner together and a relaxing evening, and then Sunday morning do some kind of a brunch and a show and tell kind of thing. So it's all completely flexible at this point. Like, I'm still just trying to figure out how this is all going to work and what you guys might be interested in. So I'm totally interested in your brainstorming. If you have ideas, throw them at me. Let me know and see what we can figure out. I imagine I'll have the new book out by then. Many of you have pre-ordered, which is fantastic. Thank you. And many of you have also gotten on my waiting list that's full of the 30 signed copies. So people are on that list. And of course, so I'll have One Skein Crochet, the book, with me by then. And so I'm going to work on getting some yarn company sponsors and stuff. So I'm thinking about lots of different things and how to make it all work. Hello, everybody. Okay, so let's see. So October of this year, like the 25th, 26th, and 27th. And I'm open to suggestions about how you'd like to structure the weekend. If you think you would like to if you want to put the yarn store visit on Friday night, make sure you have your supplies for class on Saturday. Or if you want to put the yarn store visit Saturday night as kind of our night out. So think about what you guys would like and if it's something you're interested in, and we will try to find a way. And so Bridget T has been helping me with some of the brainstorming, and we'll just go from there. So hopefully I'll have some pals who can come in, professional pals who can help with that. And I just need to figure out how to get a RSVP head count, see who's really interested, and make sure that I have a venue big enough. And there will be some sort of registration fee. It's not going to be huge. So like to pay for the patterns and, incidentals. So your expenses would be travel to Cincinnati, however much it takes to get here from wherever you are. Then the hotels that I looked at, they ranged in price. The lowest was like $120 a night, and the highest was like 160 or 180 a night. So, and then it's up to you guys if you want to just room by yourselves, or if you feel comfortable sharing a room, or if you're going to bring a friend and you two can share a room, or whatever. Like we'll figure that out later. But I need to figure out like just sort of how many people we're talking about. Am I talking about 10? Am I talking about 30? Like, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So drop me. Maybe I'll give you my email address, and you can drop me if you're interested and want to be counted as a maybe. Gmail. Drop me so ellen.gocrochet@gmail, and maybe put in the subject line, I'm a maybe. And then I'll kind of have a general idea of like how many people we're talking about how many people we're talking about. Like, am I accommodating just a few, or am I accommodating a lot? So yeah, so send me, I'll take it, make a maybe list, because so many details are still up in the air. I do not expect yeses, but I expect a maybe. If you think you could be interested, send me a maybe, and we will. I'll keep that in consideration, and then probably like only half of the maybes will actually follow through, depending on the expense and life and stuff. So I will keep working on it. So anything else about the retreat that we need to talk about? Cincinnati, Ohio is where I'm looking at. So that's a southern part of Ohio, southern west corner of Ohio, right at the junction of Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio is where I am thinking of having you all descend if you can. Okay. So yeah, let me see. Let me know what you think. Well, it is far, from North Carolina, but it's not as far as France, which is where the original plan was. So yes, all of the pricing, will have to be factored in before you guys make a decision. But I'm trying to get an idea of like what kind of place to get. So I could get like the house rental would be a whole lot cheaper and would be really comfortable, because it would have like living room type spaces and, kitchenette and things like that. But that only accommodates like 10 people. So that would be great for a small group. But if I have like 30 people, then that's not going to work. So I have no idea. He thinks he's a cat. So I have to figure that out. So you think I should do Niagara Falls, but then I have to travel. So I'm having you guys come to me this time, unless you want to host me. If you guys want to figure out the hotel and the space, and I'll come to you, then let's work it out. Message me and see if we can swipe right. See if we can figure that out. But yes, I'm willing to travel to come and teach somewhere if you think that you want me to come to your area, your neck of the woods. Like oftentimes when someone wants me to come and teach, they partner with a yarn store so that they can get some sponsorship, so that it's a little bit less expensive for you guys to have me come in and teach. All right. Yeah, I've never been to Niagara Falls. I'd love to see Niagara Falls. That would be great. So I have traveled all over the country teaching here and there. I've been to lots of different conferences. I've taught at some of them, but yeah, so we'll have to make it work. So the weekend of October 25th at this point is where we're talking about having everyone come here so that we can do something, since the France trip fell through. So, hey, Dawn, good to see you. Welcome. So, okay, what else is going on? So I emailed my editor from the book, from One Skein Crochet, last week, a couple days ago, and she assured me everything is on target, bang on track, as my friend Estelle would say, bang on track for the book. So we are on target, and it looks like the book is going, even though F&W is in Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and I keep getting legal filings in the mail that they are attempting to find a buyer for the books division of the company. So we are working on that, and it's out of my hands at this point, so we will see how that goes. Patrick, I'm on camera. Okay, so that's fine. You can come as far as Hobie, like to his harness is where the camera is. Yep. There you go. I don't think he wants to be on camera today, friends. You can if you want. I'm fine. You're fine. Okay. So, Park City, Kansas. Nice. Hello, Maria. Okay, so the book is on schedule. The retreat is in its percolating, brainstorming phase. I'm open to suggestions. And what else is going on? I have a new design coming out soon. I don't know exactly when, but I probably should have worked on today, and I got busy at work and forgot. For Marley's Chic Sheep Yarn. So there's a new design coming out soon. That will be a free design, and you'll keep an eye on it for Marley Bird, the Chic Sheep Yarn by Marley Bird for Red Heart. So we'll keep you in the loop about that when that project finally hits. It's in tech editing right now, so it shouldn't be too much longer. And still have to do the design for Mara's homestay host for her trip to South Korea. So I'm designing that soon. And I have the yarn. I think I even have it somewhat available. See this big hutch over here? A lot of people put TVs and things like that in there. I use it for my office. So this is my office in the living room. And it's a mess. So you'll see this when I open it. It's a mess. I should hide it. Books and yarn. Anyway, I have yarn stuff everywhere, but that's how I keep my yarn stuff from invading the whole house, is I have dedicated storage space everywhere for yarn, so that not everybody has to deal with my yarn mess all the time. Anyway, so the design I'm making for Mara's homestay host, I think I'm going to use this Arrow. Let's see if I can get the glare off of it. Arrow by Barocco. There it is. I think I'm going to use this for her gift. And then I need some purchased gifts for her too. So that's an idea. So look how gorgeous that is. I think she'll like it. I hope she'll like it. I hope she likes it, because that's what I got. So I'm going to make that for her. Okay. You haven't missed the auction for the purple granny square blanket, Carlene. It is done. The blanket is done. I kind of forgot about it. I forgot about doing the auction, and I thought maybe people had run out of steam for all of my schemes to get her ready to go to South Korea, but the blanket is done, and it's in the other crochet room. I have a few crochet rooms. So no, it's not felted yarn. This is a chainette construction. See if I can get you close enough to see. Can you sort of see the chainette construction here? It's like a tubular yarn. There you go. You can see that. And it is like a size 5 bulky. And I did a unboxing of this yarn, or this yarn was in the unboxing for Barocco. I forget which one. So you have to go back to my unboxing playlist. But this is 65% alpaca, 28% nylon, and 7% wool. And yeah, made in Italy, hand wash in cold water, lays flat to dry. So I'm hoping that that'll be a nice present for her. So I'm intending on doing a 1 skein present. And if it doesn't work out, then I got to go to plan B. And I'll design something for this, because 99% of the time when I crochet, I design my own thing rather than using someone else's design, unless I'm following someone else's design so I can learn. So spring of 2019, I think it was, Carlene, I think you're right. So it's not felted. It's a chainette construction. It would felt if I didn't wash it and hand wash in cold water, because it is alpaca, mostly alpaca and wool with some nylon. So because it's the majority of an animal fiber, it would felt. And I don't want that. So I have to find a way. I'll have to have Mara translate the care instructions for the homestay mom so she understands how to take care of it, since I don't speak Korean, but Mara does. So I'll have to have her translate for me the care instructions on the scarf or cowl or whatever I make when I make it. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I love sheep yarn also. So the purple granny square blanket is still available. I have not, I guess I should do an actual video of that. And Carlene, I also have not yet shown the photos of your beautiful finished Valentine's crochet pattern. So that is still on my to-do list. So, I think you guys can relate, and I appreciate your patience with me, as this is probably one of the busiest times of the year if you have school-age children like I do, with and it's especially busy right now with her 18th birthday and high school graduation and going away, and then Patrick is going away with a friend, and then it's just crazy. It's just so much, and I'm thinking they need clothes, they need shoes, like it's like back to school only spring. And it's like, because they're going places this summer, I'm like, oh yeah, I have to make sure that they have like proper clothes to like go to these places. So it's been busy. And of course I'm working too. I work outside of the home as well, and it seems like, and I work at Patrick's school, so they've had like all their end of the year performances of all their different events and all their different competitions, and part of my job is to cover all of that stuff. And so that's been, when the students are busy, I am busy, and the students are very busy right now. So let's see what else is going on. So thank you everybody for hitting the like button or the thumbs up button so far today on this video. I appreciate it. So you can hit the super chat if you feel like it. I very much appreciate your comments and participation in the group. Use Walmart version of space bags to pack. Oh, that's a good idea. But then we also have to worry about weight, on those bags, right? So like if the kids are packing for travel, even if you squish it, it still weighs stuff, right? So like at some point, even if you put more stuff in it, I just don't want it to weigh more than they can carry, or that is going to charge us more. I don't think with Patrick it's going to be a problem. He'll need like 3 pairs of shorts and 4 shirts and maybe something nice to wear, and he should be good. So Mara, on the other hand, will need, she'll need like clothes. She'll be attending school. She'll be attending classes in South Korea. So she'll need appropriate clothes for classes. And I mean, she doesn't wear anything inappropriate here, but like they have a little bit more, they have different standards for what they should wear a little bit. And so we're taking care to make sure that she will fit in. Can you imagine my blonde-haired girl fitting in South Korea? So I already know that like her blonde hair is going to be like a flag waving, hello, I'm not from here, but it's okay. Like, but I at least want her to like follow the rules of etiquette and fit in that manner. So we will do our best to make sure she does. So let's see. What are you guys working on? Are you guys having a busy time of year right now too? Is spring your busy time of year, or is it summer your busiest time, or Christmas, winter your busiest time? So it just seems like every season I say this is the busiest time ever. And every time I'm right. It just seems like there's always something. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all good stuff. Certainly her turning 18 and graduating from high school is a wonderful thing, and going away to college is a wonderful thing. I got to keep working on that off to college crochet along blanket, make some progress on that, and, just trying to get through. So let's see what else is going on. A couple of months ago, I don't know if you guys heard, Spin Right Yarn, which it owns like Yarn Inspirations. They own Lily Sugar and Cream. They own Peyton's Yarn. They own Bernat. They own, what's the other one called? The other major brand. I'm totally blanking on it. Anyway, that company, they're out of Canada, and they own all of those lines of yarn. Simply Soft. That's what I'm trying to think. They own Simply Soft. They own Lily Sugar and Cream. They own Peyton's. They own Bernat. And I'm trying to think if there's any other major. Karen. Yes, Karen. Thank you, Carlene. So they own all of that. Anyway, they bought Red Heart yarn. Yeah. So it's like a big fish eating another big fish. I mean, it's crazy. So we are all as designers and authors are just like hanging out like what in the world is going to happen? Because Red Heart for years has hired designers to do all the free patterns on their website. And now we're like, I wonder what's going to happen now. So we'll just have to wait and see if they're still going to buy patterns or not buy patterns, or buy less patterns or buy more patterns, or if they're going to streamline some of the yarn lines. Like, if they have, like Bernat Satin is very similar to Karen Simply Soft, but they're both owned by Yarn Inspiration Spin right now. But if they were to add in like Red Heart, Super Saver, like would they get rid of one or the other? Would they keep them both? So it'll be really interesting to see like if they get rid of any yarn lines or if they keep them all. So you wonder whose loop yarn among other duplicate yarn types will stay. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like if there's yarns that are like exactly the same for Red Heart that there is for Spin Right Karen, then I would think that they would get rid of one of them. So instead of having two with two different labels on them, but they're owned by the same company. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens with all of that. You're crocheting a scarf using the Tunisian stitch for your best friend of 37 years. Wonderful. Plus your loom knitting an Afghan for your niece's graduation gift. Awesome, Maria. That's really beautiful. That's wonderful. The Tunisians, you mean the Tunisian simple stitch? Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Good. So I want very much to get you more Tunisian tutorials. And so I'm working on it. You guys are so awesome to have so much patience with me as I try to navigate this busiest time of life and look ahead to October to when we can maybe get together and do some classes in person. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Maria, good job. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the whole Karen Yarn Spin Right merger with Red Heart. All right, Dawn, good to see you. Thanks for coming, stopping by. Oh, you're doing a double-ended hook, Maria. Good. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. Feel free, you guys, to send me photos of your projects at ellen.gocrochet@gmail.com anytime, and I'll see if I can fit them into videos so that we can share. Hey, Jane, good to see you. So we're sort of wrapping up here today, though. We've been on for 30 minutes. So if you missed the whole discussion about the retreat that is hopefully coming up in October and want to chime in, please watch this video from the beginning and listen to those details and see if you have an opinion or a brainstorm idea. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, Dolores, you learned how to knit and crochet with Red Heart. Mom used Red Heart back when they sold wool. Well, they do sell wool now, and it's Marley Bird's Chic Sheep Yarn by Marley Bird for Red Heart is merino wool yarn. But you're right, it is sad because you don't know like what's going to happen. They might keep Red Heart though. I mean, Red Heart is a staple. It's like the big. I mean, I would think it's a really big seller. So I guess, I would think that they would be smart to keep it. But it all depends on their distribution. And like Carlene said, if they have duplicate yarns from one brand to the other, like which ones will they keep and which ones won't they keep? So, I mean, in some ways, it's like, I don't really want a monopoly of yarns, but of course there's other companies out there. There's Plymouth and Cascade and Lion, and there's still plenty of other companies out there. So it's not like they'll have a complete monopoly, but it feels like a big monopoly. And then of course with Hobby Lobby and Joann's and Michael's kind of all having their own yarn lines, it makes you wonder like where the future of the yarn industry is headed at the moment. Yeah, all those jobs in North Carolina. And I already know a few of them that are gone. I know a few of my colleagues in North Carolina at Red Heart who are already been let go. And it's like people who've been there for years, like as long as I've been designing, they've worked there. So anyway, hey, Bridget, I was talking about you. Were your ears burning? You missed the whole discussion about like where we were. I told them that you and I were like brainstorming like menus and stuff, but we need to figure out like approximately how many people we're talking about. If we're talking about 10 people, we're talking about 30 people. So if they want to email me at ellen.gocrochet@gmail.com and just put in the subject line, I'm a maybe. And then once we get details, we understand that people will have to make decisions about the retreat based on finances. But we're looking at the weekend of October 25th, 26th, and 27th. And I'm forgetting now, I apologize. Chris was thinking about maybe Niagara Falls for a location, but right now this retreat is going to be Cincinnati this time. It's okay, Bridget, you got to eat dinner. I get it. So it is 6:00. It is the dinner hour for most people. My family doesn't eat till about 7:30, but I totally get it. People are coming home from work and they're on their way home. And so not everybody's able to join us right now. And so hopefully they will pick up on the recap later and vote and comment in the comment section so that I can hear what you're thinking about these things. So LaDonna, you're doing some blankets for winter and your friend and family. Good. Very good. So yeah, so the book is on schedule. Bridget, you missed that part. I was just saying the book was on schedule and that I'll have books at the retreat for people who didn't pre-order or get on the signed waiting list, and just brainstorming how to get it all done. So let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you. I got to get crocheting again. I miss it. It's not good for my soul to be away from crochet for very long. So I need to find a way to get back in it. But life has been so incredibly busy that it's time to prioritize and make sure that the essentials get done as well. Sleepy puppy. That doesn't happen very often. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to take off for now, but thank you, everybody. Please, thank you, everybody who watches this video to hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. And I will be working on more videos for you as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, Bridget, I will let you know what I need. We'll keep talking by email and see if we can get it figured out. So, oh, I would love to. I would love to, Carlene. I can't wait to meet you guys in person and have you guys come visit with me here in Cincinnati. And we'll, if it turns into a good event, then we'll talk about doing it again or talk about moving locations for the next one. So we'll just keep working on it. Oh, Hobie wants to make an appearance. Hey, Hobie. Hey, you want to say hi? This is like the calmest he's ever been. So it's good. I'm glad he was calm, at least for a little while we talked. And so now I'm going to have to go chase him around. Take care, everybody. Bye.